Well, they're not going to take the whole thing.
That's up to them. That's what they
The benefit of the TV, at least if you could briefly summarize this statement, at least the major points.
Real brief. Is that what you're going to do first? You mean the TV? Is that what you'd like?
Yeah.
Is the idea that you'd rather have a direct thing for the TV?
If you wouldn't mind.
Different
right
from
now,
the...
then we can go into the question.
Is that okay with the newspaper?
Anything you say after 10:30 won't get on our new news.
Okay, I'm not objecting. I just wanted to find out what the consensus was. Is that way we're to do something with...
Well, let's get to it.
All right. You tell me when you're ready? Okay, that's good. We have just returned from a trip around the world highlighting visits to Africa and Asian countries on behalf of the Peace Corps. And we have returned with a number of very specific conclusions.
Specifically, the Peace Corps volunteers would not be welcome?
No. The 8 countries we visited, without exception, indicated that they would welcome the Peace Corps. And in fact, in the extent of the welcome which they gave to us and the numbers of people that they indicated that they would like to have far exceeded our highest expectations.
Where did you get the warmest reception, the idea of the Peace Corps?
Well, that would be hard to say. I'm not trying to avoid the question in any sense, but I do believe that in each country that we went to, the response was almost equal.
Can you tell us a little bit about how specific countries, what sort of requests they had, what sort of personnel, what sort of tasks they wanted done?
Yes, well, in some countries, the needs are across the board. They need all kinds of skilled craftsmen, all kinds of skilled mechanics, skilled workers of all kinds. They need school teachers, they need doctors, nurses, etc. In other words, especially in the newly independent countries, there is just a tremendous need for all kinds of skilled personnel. In some other countries, a different one, for example, let's say India, there are already a number of highly trained intellectuals in that country who can do quite a bit of teaching. So their needs perhaps are not so much in the area of teaching as in different areas, for example, agriculture, where the food problem is so important in India.
Sir, how many applicants do you have now, and when do you expect to have the first Peace Corps people arrive at their field assignment?
Well, I was informed this morning that we have about 8,000 applicants who have filled out our complete questionnaire now on record down in Washington. The first Peace Corps personnel will probably be going overseas this fall or around the latter part of October or November.
Where will they go, the first group?
Well, the probability is that the first ones will go to the Tanganyika in Africa or to Colombia in South America. I suppose most of you have seen that 2 projects for both those countries have already been announced.
How have you praised this response from these countries? Have you talked to others besides just the leaders? I mean, how deep is this?
Yes, in many cases, take the case of Nigeria. The Governor General, whose name is Azikiwe, the Prime Minister, Sir Tafawa Balewa, both endorsed the Peace Corps from the national, you might say, or federal point of view. But then they encouraged us to go to each region in Nigeria, and we chartered a plane and did so. And in each region, we talked to the cabinet of the government in charge of that region. That means that in that case, in each one of those places, we talked to as many as a dozen or 15 people, each one of whom expressed their own opinion about the Peace Corps and its suitability for work in their department, let's say agriculture, education, whatever it might be. Now, in addition to talking to officials of the government, we saw a number of officials of private institutions in every country. We saw the people who were running a private university there, or the voluntary agencies, the Red Cross, the Catholic Relief Services, the missionaries, and the people of that type. In every country we did this. Also in every country, Frank Williams